For a decade, I've immersed myself in the world of generative AI, and I've grown weary of the endless and often fruitless debate about machine consciousness. But here's the kicker. We barely understand consciousness in ourselves, let alone in machines. Yet, the conversation persists, fueled by sensational headlines and bold claims. Take 2022, for instance, when a Google engineer, https://www.cnn.com/2022/7/23/Google AI engineer fired, sentient, IDLCMITHN, FTHHNPST/MITWSE, declared one of the company's AI sentient. He lost his job, but the idea lingered, briefly catapulting the question of machine consciousness from science fiction to front-page news. Fast forward to 2025, and the debate has resurfaced with a vengeance. As GPT-5's release was overshadowed by nostalgia for its predecessor, GPT-4o, everyday users began treating these systems as more than mere tools. Enter Mustafa Suleyman, CEO of Microsoft Research, https Fortune.com company Microsoft, who took to his blog, https://company Microsoft/seemingly conscious AI is coming. DLCMXINATIWXYGL-BCHCM, to declare unequivocally, to any certainty. Is such certainty even possible? At first glance, Suleyman's statement feels like common sense. Machines aren't conscious, case closed. Yet, this assertion rests on shaky ground. The truth is, we don't fully understand consciousness in humans, animals, or machines. Theories abound, but no one can definitively explain what consciousness is, let alone how to measure it. To claim with absolute certainty that AI can never be conscious isn't science. It's overconfidence, perhaps even a thinly veiled attempt to sidestep ethical questions. If AI is definitively unconscious, tech companies face no moral dilemmas, no unsettling inquiries, no pressure to justify their creations. It's convenient, but convenience doesn't make it true. And this is the part most people miss. The debate isn't just about AI. It's about us. What troubles me most is the tone of these pronouncements. They're not just misleading, they're infantilizing, as if the public can't handle complexity. Are we so afraid of ambiguity that we'd rather be fed tidy certainties than grapple with reality? Yes, it's concerning when people form emotional bonds with chatbots or prefer AI companions to human interaction. This reveals deeper issues of loneliness and disconnection, a societal and psychological challenge we must address. But the real problem isn't whether AI might be conscious. It's our growing dependence on technology, a pattern of addiction that predates the current AI debate. From social media to video games, technology has long prioritized engagement over well-being, often at the expense of its users. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Technological dysfunction won't be solved by false assurances. Denying the possibility of AI consciousness doesn't address our deeper reliance on tech. It only delays the reckoning. We need to learn to live with uncertainty, because uncertainty is our reality. Suleyman does make one valid point. Our focus should be on the conscious beings we already know, humans, animals, the living world. But let's be honest, our track record isn't great. Billions of animals suffer in factory farms, forests are destroyed for profit, and species vanish. In the age of AI, investors celebrate. The pattern is clear. We devalue and exploit those who are different from us, whether they're animals, nature, or now potentially AI. So, should we trust AI builders to define consciousness? No more than we trust meat factories to speak for cows. The reality is messy. AI may never achieve consciousness, or it might surprise us. We simply don't know, and we might not even recognize it if it happens. And that's the point. Uncertainty is our strength, not our weakness. For years, I avoided this topic, finding consciousness too elusive, too strange. But I've come to realize that embracing uncertainty isn't a flaw. It's a radical act of honesty. In an era of false certainties, admitting what we don't know might be the most courageous truth of all. The opinions expressed in this commentary are solely those of the author, and do not necessarily reflect the views of Fortune. Fortune Global Forum returns October 26. Join CEOs and global leaders for an invitation-only event shaping the future of business. Apply for an invitation. https://conferences.fortune.com/event/globalforum2025/summary